What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel Dual Economics. We're here again for another video. I'm Mike. I'm here with my boy
Cursive Crypto. What's up,
Curse
y'all?
Crypto, and we got a lot for y'all coming. We're going through the weekly rundown. We're going to be talking about Grayscale versus the SEC, Chainlink, Robinhood, OPEC, the jobs report, and a whole lot more coming for y'all in just a moment.
Get it off like I'm dodging the set. That how I'm putting the racks in the sack when I'm stacking the cheese. I'm dodging the racks. I push this call to the max. You are not talking about cash. You are not talking about cash.
Let's see. We're going to start off with the crypto news today. We're going to start with the crypto news today. We're going to look at these bubbles. I was telling Mike, they need to get y'all stock market folks a lot more interesting little ways to look at y'all stuff. Look at these bubbles, bro.
Yeah,
It
bro.
should be. It should, bro. It should be so you can pop these things. You should be able to pop these things. So I don't know. So, but yeah, man. But like I said, this top 100. This is. Let's see. Let's do for today. So there's a top 100 coins for the day. Let's see what's down the most. Robit, Leo, and not too much. Well, my IOTA, I don't know what that is. I know what IOTA is, but yeah, man, Bitcoin's down 0.13%. Yeah, so pretty much. I don't know what's up Rocket Pool. So, but all right, you guys, yeah, that's a little top 100 for the day right now. So the first article that we want to get into with y'all today is Chainlink. Chainlink, I thought was a dead project at first, but never mind. It's coming back. By look at this. Boom. You can see that? Y'all can see that?
Gotcha.
Cool. Okay. Swift announces successful tokenization experiment using Chainlink CCIP. Look at this, bro. More proof that crypto's here to stay, and these folks is using it. Global Financial Messaging Network SWIFT announced successfully facilitating a variety of blockchain interoperability tests with multiple financial institutions like Citi, Six Digital Exchange, BNP, and BNY Mellon. For this purpose, SWIFT tapped the Web3 services platform Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol. Yeah, bro. The company said experiments are part of a wider strategy to ensure secure global interoperability as new technologies and platforms surface. The development comes after Chainlink and Swift announced that they would be collaborating with numerous financial institutions to assess the feasibility of integrating with diverse blockchain networks in June. Bro, honestly, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm bullish.
Hey, Chainlink.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm bullish on Chainlink, man. I had to, at first, I sold my non-financial advice, but I think I told you I sold my Chainlink for Coinbase stock, man. But of late, man, Chainlink has been I think one problem Chainlink had was their marketing, bro. Like they were doing no kind of marketing. And all of a sudden, like they upped that. You know what I mean? And a lot more people are hearing about
I'm not
Chainlink.
mad at them for that though, bro. Because my thing is, my biggest issue with most cryptocurrencies is there are
Utility.
companies that aren't really backed on anything or aren't actually working with companies to provide a service. So I appreciate the fact that before going out and doing marketing, they actually worked on the strategy to make the company itself useful. So I appreciate the fact that they actually put in the work before doing the marketing, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. You want to know another coin that I think is doing that same thing that gets a lot of flack? Cardano.
I feel like
Cardano.
Cardano is like that, and I feel like even though ETH is big, ETH is really like that too.
Mm. But I think because you think you think Ethereum is like that?
But I think Ethereum put in a bunch of groundwork, bro. They tied in with Amazon and they've been working strong with them for years, bro.
Yeah,
That's a big position, bro, to be tied in with Amazon Web Services.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I say Cardano though because I think Cardano is a little bit more decentralized than Ethereum.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm
I agree
saying?
with that.
And I think And I think because they are considered that way, I think Cardano long term, is I think Cardano's real bull market, bro, probably gonna come after. It's probably gonna come the next bull market. So not this one. Like I'm pretty sure it'll. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Chainlink. I mean not Chainlink. Cardano's gonna pump, but I think it's full adoption because Cardano wants their goal is to bank the unbanked. So I think Charles Hoskinson is behind Cardano. Charles Hoskinson is behind Cardano. He helped build Ethereum with Vitalik Buterin.
No, I didn't know that.
So he helped build. Charles Hoskinson created Cardano. He helped Vitalik, like they was in the same room doing all this stuff before he did Cardano. You want to know who else did it too? The dude behind Polkadot also. The dude behind Polkadot.
I don't know too much about Polkadot, bro. What I'm thinking is, bro, you should probably you know what I'm saying? Definitely if y'all agree with me, put a 1 down in the comments. But bro, you should probably end up at some point doing the video kind of explaining how some of the backgrounds of some of these tokens, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe like one or two videos a week, just kind of going a deep dive, you know, for different tokens on the videos, bro.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Now I'm gonna let y'all know I'm still working on my charting skills. You know what I'm saying? So I got my trading view up. I've been going back through my little courses to try to, I want to get better at reading charts. But as far as like finding news articles, as far figuring out what utility a lot of these coins have, I can definitely go through and do that for sure. So you can have, you can have, the back of your head. It's like, okay, I'm investing in a solid project. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm in crypto, so I think Shiba Inu is a solid project. You know what I'm saying? Within the crypto sphere, I
Like
do.
I said, I disagree, but like I said, that's for another video. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying? Hey, I would tell you, we also gonna do a video on gold versus Bitcoin. We're gonna see the benefits. We're gonna do why I think Bitcoin is a better investment. You can do why gold is a better investment. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Like I said, we can discuss it because gold technically is not an investment, but we can get into all that, brother. You know,
okay.
but
All right, but hey, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me go ahead and get through the rest of the art. I got 2 more articles. I got 2 more articles for y'all. So this is the second. This is the second one. Let me stay on topic. Stay on topic. I got another article for you guys about Robinhood. Robinhood pays $605 million for 55 million shares once owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, following a 4-way tussle. So yeah, bro, back when when Sam Bankman was doing his thing and whatnot, and everybody just thought he was this weird dude in crypto and all. He bought like a crap ton of Robinhood shares, man. So I ain't gonna lie to you too, bro. A lot of the investments that Sam Bankman-Fried was in, I'm looking at some of them projects. You want to know how I found Render? I found
bro. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I feel like he potentially swindled some people from their money. I feel like he knew what to invest. I don't think he was an idiot. But looking at your article, bro, I mean this article provides no creditation for Sam Bankman-Fried. This article just provides creditation for Robinhood, bro.
exactly.
And this is crazy.
It does.
This is crazy
because yes, it does.
Basically, correct me if I'm wrong, based off of what I'm seeing, the money that he, I guess, would technically be considered stole from the people who purchased that was in Robinhood shares, the portion that he swindled through Robinhood shares. Robinhood basically, you know what I'm saying, backed up that money for the people who actually own that stuff. So that's cool.
That's excellent, bro. That's excellent, bro.
That's like an FDIC move from Robinhood, bro.
Yeah, man. And if I'm not mistaken, Robinhood, I think they finally just became a profitable company.
Hey, bro,
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, a lot of folks don't like Robinhood, bro, and I
I'm cool
understand
with
why.
Robinhood.
I'm straight with them. I ain't gonna say I'm cool with them. I say I'm
I
straight
feel
with
like
them.
the real reason people don't like Robinhood is because when all that crazy stuff was going on through the stock market during that a few years ago when they was pausing accounts and all that stuff.
And
I feel
which they still doing it.
hold
Which
on,
they
bro.
still
I feel
doing it.
like almost all exchanges and stuff was doing that. Just so happened because Robinhood was one of the first to actually pay people to join. It
Mhm.
was so popular, and the majority of people just so happened to experience that through Robinhood. And had they been with any other network at the time or a company doing the same thing at the time, they would have
Mhm.
experienced the same stuff. But like I said, just so happened being that Robinhood was so popular at the time, they took it out on Robinhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Robinhood also, I say of all of the exchanges, Robinhood has probably the most. They have the best UI, UX, whatever user experience as far as going on there, understanding what to do and all like that. You can even open up a little debit card account on there, man. You know what
First
I'm
of all,
saying?
make sure y'all click the links. If y'all don't have Robinhood or Webull, we got links below in the video. But for me personally, I use Webull more than Robinhood, and the only reason that I use Webull more than Robinhood is because I like the chart setup on Webull better when I'm looking at the moving averages and stuff like that. But as
Yeah.
far as the setup, as far as the information, as far as the savings rate on the account, and I technically trust Robinhood more than Webull. Like I said, I just prefer the way the charts look, and it's easier for me to look at those charts on Webull. But bro,
Yeah.
I'm cool with Robinhood, bro. I ain't got no
I'm,
problem with Robinhood.
I'm straight. I'm straight with that.
Robinhood to me, Robinhood is Coinbase, bro, for stocks, bro. I ain't got no problem with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I think, bro, Robinhood is giving a 4.9% APY.
That's what I'm saying. Bro. I ain't got no problem with Robinhood. I trust them over the bank.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I do. I ain't got no
yeah,
problem with Robinhood, bro.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because at least with Robinhood, you can buy like Coinbase. You can't buy stocks on Coinbase. Like, bro, it would be fantastic if you could open up a Coinbase account and be able to invest in Robinhood shares.
I agree with I agree with that to an extent, but the same way we were doing it, and because of regulations, I feel like it's gonna get to the point where companies gonna have to keep that kind of split to an extent. And saying like if you're doing stocks, you gotta do stocks. If you're dealing with Bitcoin, it's probably gonna have to be through an ETF. But a lot of companies do the regulations and the way that they got to manage funds and the way that the SEC and the government starting to set up the crypto regulations. I feel like a lot of companies gonna have to start splitting that up, bro.
Or whichever ones aren't considered securities.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you'll probably be able to buy Bitcoin wherever, or Ethereum
yeah,
probably,
yeah.
or stable coins, or probably stable coins too. But yeah, man. So that's some good news. That's some good news for Robinhood. And we have our final article right here. A federal judge dismissed a lawsuit against Uniswap. What does it mean for the SEC's case against Coinbase? So on Tuesday, a federal judge decided to throw out a class action lawsuit against the decentralized crypto exchange Uniswap. Hold on, bro. I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let's look at Uniswap. I want to show just in case you guys
Yeah, I see it right there.
wait right here. Yeah, here it is right here. So ranked number 25. Let's look at this chart performance. So let's see for the past year. Oh man, that thing's been shoo. So yeah, coin. Yeah, so Uniswap. Well, I don't know about Uniswap, man. As far as a coin, I mean, as far as a coin to invest in, bro. As far as a coin to invest in, I mean, it's straight. It serves its purpose, man. It serves its purpose, but you know, it's the some would say Uniswap isn't as decentralized as they say they are.
Bro, the SEC messing with all these people, bro. I'm waiting to see what the SEC gonna do about Tether, bro. That's what I'm waiting to see.
Bro, the SEC can't touch, bro. The SEC can't do nothing about, bro. The SEC ain't even got that much power, bro. They acting like they do, but the SEC ain't the courts, bro. Only thing they doing is talking, and Gary Gensler is racking up these losses, bro. Gary Gensler is racking up these losses. This don't look good for the SEC, man. This don't look good for the SEC because folks know, what they're doing is not ethical. Like you can't, you know what I mean? You
I mean,
can't approve. You
that's an
can't
opinion.
approve.
We can't say that. Gotta let the courts decide that. You know what I'm saying? Do you about to get us banned talking about what's, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
So look, on Tuesday, a federal judge decided to throw out a class action lawsuit against the decentralized exchange Uniswap. Let's see. The lawsuit explained in April 20, a group of plaintiffs filed a class action lawsuit against the developers of Uniswap, the largest decentralized exchange, and its investors, which include a who's who of venture capitalists in crypto, including a 16Z and Paradum. Let's see. However, the judge in the case said in her decision, due to the protocol's decentralized nature, the identities of the scam token issuers are basically unknown and unknowable, leaving plaintiffs with an identifiable injury but no identifiable defendant. She dismissed the lawsuit, adding that the plaintiffs' claims were akin to attempting to hold an application like Venmo or Zelle liable for a drug deal that used the platform to facilitate a fund transfer. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like this is great. This is great. So it's telling people you know what you bought before you bought it. So Uniswap isn't liable for that. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, if you go in and you want to buy a shit coin, I mean, you know what you're buying. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't know, bro. That's a lot of people have that attitude these days, man. You want other people to fix their mistakes when they willingly knew what it is they were getting into before they did it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's see, John Deaton. This was one of the lawyers over the XRP case. So let's see what John Deaton. See what John Deaton says. This is how this lawsuit kind of connects with the Coinbase case. Looking at all allegations in the FAC, it defies logic that a drafter of computer code underlying a particular software platform could be liable under Section 29B for a third party's misuse of the platform. Yep. You see what I'm saying, bro? So you can't blame Coinbase for that, bro. Now we're allowing, I like that because now we're allowing people, okay, hey, you know what you did when you got into it. They're not liable for it. They'll easily buy a scam token, knowing it's a scam token.
The
When
SEC, they probably trying to pull something to what a point where they can end up being able to review transactions. Like how at the bank, if you purchasing over a certain amount or something, you got to wait for it to be reviewed and all that stuff. They probably gonna
yeah,
start having some type of situation like that going on. That's what it looks like they setting up for to me.
okay,
I mean, I don't know.
possibly because all the transactions are on blockchain, so you couldn't go back and search for different transactions or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
But while we're on the topic of lawsuits and stuff, I do want to go ahead and transition. Was that your last topic, bro?
Yeah, pretty much, man. That's like I said, that's it. We'll get into the Bitboy drama. I ain't gonna say drama, but just a tad bit at the end, close towards the end of the video.
Gotcha. So
So
I did want to pull this up. More so dealing with the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, with the ETF filing decision being delayed by the SEC. I know that of course, Bitcoin, like the article says, the price dropped a little bit because of the SEC delaying that decision. And what I'm saying, I think everybody kind of know about this to an extent, but I wanted to hear your opinion on it and what you kind of thought, bro.
they're purposely doing that, man. It's obvious. They're purposely doing that. So I think the next date for the review, which is the last day, because they're just delaying. They'll probably delay like they always do up until the last minute. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the last minute should be around the Bitcoin halving time. So, oh man, you get an ETF approval, and then it's close to the halving too. That's gonna
and that's what it had me thinking, bro. Let me see.
That's what's going to happen. But I think it will be it will be a buy the news, sell the rumor event now. So
I've been
you know those.
Yeah, bro, I've been looking at the chart, and I noticed like the pattern for the past year has been like a rise. You know what I'm saying? Sideways, rise, sideways, rise. This time it didn't go up too much further than it did here, like it did in the past. You know, notice it went below the previous highs of the last jump. But it seemed like it should have did it again right here on the 14th or the 15th. But instead it dropped. So maybe that's due to the stuff that's going on with the SEC and all that stuff. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, more than likely that's Gary Gensler's fault.
So I mean, like I said, looking at the charts, bro, and I wish I could show the 20 day, the 50 day, and 100-day, 300-day moving average. But it looks like Bitcoin is going below that, which is a signal that, you know what I'm saying, it might be going down a little bit more. But I'm wondering if all this stuff was to, you know what I'm saying, that all these lawsuits and stuff were to get pushed through and all this stuff was to get cleared up. But we see this Bitcoin popping up to its older resistance levels, which based off of what I'm seeing right here are at about $35,000. Or if it end up going down to its lower resistance levels, which is at about 16, 17,000. So, you know,
yeah, bro, but that's FTX levels. Ain't nothing happened in the market that's been close to FTX levels in a minute since FTX. You know what I'm saying?
bro, I wouldn't hold my breath on Tether and Binance. You know how I feel about that still.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, the still.
Tether ain't, bro. Tether ain't finna go nowhere, bro. Tether is my number one. Tether's my number one stable coin.
Swear.
Yeah, right now it is. Yeah, I feel comfortable holding my shit in Tether than USDC now.
We definitely gonna y'all track the video. If y'all watch this video in the future, comment or let us know to come back to it. But hopefully, in like a year from now, I do want to see what's gonna happen.
Don't hold that Tether. Go nowhere, man.
Minute, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. Like USDC depegged when Silvergate Bank went down. Guess what happened to Tether?
Did it stay on track?
But Tether rose. The price of Tether rose.
So
the price of Tether, you know what I'm saying? The price of, what do you say?
Wouldn't that still be considered a depegging though in the wrong direction? Well, just in I guess
for USDC. For USDC, because USDC, yeah, Tether didn't. No, I'm saying Tether didn't depeg. USDC depeg. You know, and so when USDC depeg, then the shift moved towards wait a minute, because USDC does. I think they're owned by Circle, and Circle had money inside of Silvergate Bank. So remember, they lost like a few $1 billion off their market cap. You know what I mean?
Others that they never proved that their stuff was actually back 1-to-1, bro.
Yeah, bro. I know, bro, but banks don't even. Silvergate didn't even do that.
But they don't. Everybody don't go around saying that they are though. They definitely that's their thing. Like, we are 1-to-1. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my problem. But that's, like I said, that's I do want to stay on topic with this, and that is kind of getting off topic. We need to do a video on Tether in the future too. If y'all want to see a video on Tether, drop a 3 down in the comments. We'll definitely hit y'all with that as soon as possible.
Yeah, and bro, honestly, I do like to diversify my stable coins, so try not to stay in one stable coin. So, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with USDC, but I hold some in USDC. I hold some in Tether. You know what I mean? Hold some in maybe DAI. So you don't want to be kind of diversified when it comes to holding stable coins. But go ahead.
Yeah, bro. I got another video. I felt like it'll lighten the mood a little bit. I know you'll probably get a little chuckle out of this one. So right here is a guy who, from my understanding, is representing the G7 countries, which includes like United States, and most of the United States are our partners, right? And are you familiar? And if not, I want to explain this to you and the audience. Are you familiar with the sanctions that they are putting on on countries as far as oil right now, bro?
Yeah,
Because
so
I'm kind of
what,
ready to
talking about the US, that the USA is putting on other
yeah.
people?
Do you understand the cap specifically?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay. So what they're doing is saying the United States is saying, from my understanding, that we putting in all the G7 nations, we're putting a $60 per barrel cap on oil prices, right?
Mhm.
Specifically from countries that we're sanctioning. So that would include like Russia. I don't know if it's Iran, but like Saudi Arabia, all these places. Everybody we're putting a $60 cap on the oil prices, right?
Mhm.
So I want you to hear what this guy is saying as far as how he feels those caps are working, and I want to go over a little bit of information with everybody as far as the OPEC members, Saudi Arabia, and Russia's, who I don't think they're a part of OPEC. Russia. I want you to see their opinion and what they're doing as a result. So, like I said, I feel like you might get a little chuckle out of this one, bro.
Let's see what they're saying.
How effective has the cap been? Thanks for having me, Linda. It's important to remember that the price cap has two goals: reducing Russia's revenue while at the same time keeping oil markets well supplied. And we're very confident that, as you say, 9 months into implementation, the cap is working, and that we're seeing Russia's revenue cut by almost half since this time last year, while oil markets have remained stable. That's the piece of this that I think some people tend to overlook when they think about the price cap. If we had let oil just trade unrestricted in the wake of Putin's barbaric invasion, he'd be earning a wartime premium on his oil sales for the very war he started. But we're getting reports suggesting that Russian exports are being sold for above the cap. I mean, how do you respond to that? What are you seeing? Well, it's important to remember that the price cap applies to the G7, and there's a lot of trade that exists outside the G7 that's not bound by the cap. And that's why some of the numbers you see suggest some trade of Russian oil above the cap. But it's also important to emphasize.
Did you just hear that, bro?
What he just said?
Okay.
Go, take it back.
No, I'm gonna explain it. Okay, so her initial question was, "Do you think that the cap is working?" He said, "Yes, the cap is working great because it had two goals: to reduce the amount of oil that was the amount of money that Russia was making off oil, and to make sure that oil was being supplied inside the United States. Right? Those were the two goals: reduce the amount of money that Russia was making off oil, and to make sure that oil was being supplied to the United States. Those are the two goals." She asked him after that, "What about the fact that Russia has been selling oil for above the cap?" You know what I'm saying? He said all of their business is not with the United States or the G7. The cap is for G7. So they have been going outside of the G7 to sell oil for higher than the cap. Mind you, G7 is mostly stuff that's with NATO. NATO is the North Atlantic Trade Agreement, which is basically stuff that's on the North Atlantic. BRICS is basically a South, I guess, Pacific trade agreement, because it has the South Pacific, which is basically South America, Africa, the Middle East, India, technically also China and Russia, which is still North, but it includes them too. But it's basically the opposite of that. So what they basically did was created a trade organization, which is technically BRICS, and they're just trading for more through their organization. And I also want to show you these articles, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So they don't care.
No, I want to, before you say this, I want you to see fully what I'm referring to. Okay, these are the OPEC members. OPEC. First of all, what does OPEC stand for? Here we go. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. OPEC is led by Saudi Arabia, which we just heard about a week ago is going to be a part of BRICS as of January 1st, right?
Yeah.
It includes the United Arab Emirates, which is also going to be a part of BRICS. OPEC is basically Middle Eastern nations, which is basically a part of the South Pacific, which is basically joining BRICS as of right now. Most of these countries are pending, you know what I'm saying, like applications to join the BRICS nations. Check this out. Saudi Arabia, who is the leader of OPEC, who we currently have our main ties with outside of pulling oil out of the United States, they agreed to cut production of oil to the United States. So that in G7 countries. So that means that the supply is going to go down. The United States is going to have to eventually lift their cap because it's going to cost us more. Because our supply of oil is if our demand stays where it is, if the supply goes down, the price has to go up.
It got to
get rid of that cap. And we're talking about Saudi Arabia is extending production cuts, and they're the leader of OPEC. Also, like I said, we all know that they just joined the BRICS basically 2 weeks ago. Check this out. 4 days ago, Russia promises to unveil a new OPEC plus supply cut deal next week. So now we know that Saudi Arabia is working with Russia specifically to cut the prices as a result of the sanctions that the United States are doing. Let's scroll down. I haven't even read the article yet, but let's see.
Bro, we shooting ourselves in the foot, bro.
Right, exactly. This is Reuters coming out of Moscow. Russia has agreed with OPEC plus partners already. Let's see here. They're gonna start reducing next week. Russia, the world's second largest oil exporter.
That's been cutting output. Okay.
So they're gonna cut around 5% starting August, going into September.
Saudi Arabia will likely over.
And which, mind you, we're dealing with inflation. They're doing cuts on oil. That's gonna take the price of oil up, bro. That means
gas prices finna start going up.
One of the biggest thing that happened with inflation that caused inflation to go up was food prices, housing prices, and energy prices, bro. This is gonna cause energy prices to go right back up again.
Yeah.
And mind you, I want to go back to this video now that we didn't look at all this. Tell me this guy don't seem goofy.
How effective has the cap been? Thanks for having me, Linda. It's important to remember that the price cap has two goals: reducing Russia's revenue while at the same time keeping oil markets well supplied.
And also,
that's impossible.
Also, last week at the BRICS summit, Russia just said that their oil levels are almost about to go back to the regular levels with the amount of trade that they've been doing outside of the G7 nation. So he's also failed on reducing the amount of oil that they've been exporting. All this is going to do is cause the price of oil for us to increase, because one of our major allies when it comes to us getting oil outside of the United States, Saudi Arabia, is now being pushed to do trade with Russia.
Yeah.
We're very confident, as you say, 9 months in implementation.
And it's probably a lot more profitable too for them.
Definitely, 100%. They're making more than $60 a barrel, and this is like he just said in this video. This is 9 months. This is 9 months into implementation.
Yeah, and wouldn't that also mean that we would have to buy that oil in whatever currency they would want it in? You know what I'm saying? So like we not finna.
The problem isn't us having to buy it in their currency. They're selling it to each other in their currency. The problem is if we can't get it, the price is going to eventually go up. It don't matter if we paying for it in our country, if we paying twice as much for it.
That's why gas prices been going up the past few but gas is, man, they eat gas price. Folk complain about
I want to replay these last few seconds, and I'm gonna finish up with this, bro. I told you was gonna laugh.
Russia's revenue cut by almost half while oil markets have remained stable. That's the piece of this that I think some people tend to overlook when they think about the price cap. If we had let oil just trade unrestricted in the wake of Putin's barbaric invasion, he'd be earning a wartime premium on his oil sales for the very war he started.
But we're getting reports suggesting that Russian exports are being sold for above the cap. I mean, how do you respond to that? What are you seeing?
Well, it's important to remember that the price cap applies to the G7, and there's a lot of trade that exists outside the G7 that's not bound by the cap. And that's why some of the numbers you see suggest some trade of Russian oil above the cap. But it's also important to emphasize that the price cap, we don't measure its success just by how many molecules of oil travel under the cap specifically. We view it as a market mechanism for changing the oil market's incentives and giving more bargaining power to buyers of oil across the globe, whether they're in the G7 or not. And
how can you do that?
If you don't control oil. Let's see here. I want to see if I can find a quick chart of Russia's oil exports and how much money they've been making. If I can, I'm going to go ahead and continue because I don't want to spend too much time on it. But let's see here. Okay. So the United States, where's the United States on here? Okay, so blue. Look, okay, so look at the difference in 2022 to 2023. European crude oil, right? You see that?
Mm-hmm.
European unions, the UK. But if you look at this chart, they're selling more because more is going to India, more is going to China, bro. You see this?
Yeah. So I'm assuming if you go, so any of these other countries, folks ain't having no problems paying for gas in these countries. Like, they gas price is great.
My purpose is, my purpose is they're talking about reducing oil production and the amount of oil that Russia sells. Look at the sales in 22 versus 23. The blue section is European nations and also the United States, I guess. Look how much it's decreased from last year to this year. But look how much the amount that's gone to China and India.
What's the yellow one? Who's the yellow one?
And the yellow one is China.
That's China, okay.
And apparently, there's a lot of unknown. So I wouldn't be surprised if certain European nations is buying oil from intermediate countries that's actually coming from Russia too.
That's coming, yeah.
And I find it strange that the unknown amount matches almost the European Union amount.
Yeah. Man.
Let me see if I can get on the chart though, because think about it, bro. Like that means that this dude technically in the video kind of don't know what he's talking about based off what I'm saying. Okay, look, bang, production, right? So yeah, production dropped here, but now their production as of June, I guess it looks like their production doing better than ever.
Yeah. Man,
let me go to the watch chart.
This shouldn't even be happening, man. That's why I tell y'all, man, just get out and vote. Just please get out and vote.
Okay, so this is a little more like it. Okay, so they done took a dip, but like I said, with this brick stuff coming, bro, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to spend too much time on Russia, but I don't know. It seems like the guy might be leaving out some information. I want to wrap up my section with these last two articles real quickly, bro.
Well, it can't be too doom and gloom.
Yeah, well, it's cool. So, I mean, it's still so the jobs reports came back in over the last week, and it looks like the number of payroll jobs increased by 187,000 jobs compared to 170,000 jobs that were thought to be produced. So I guess that's good as far as that goes. More jobs were created, but the problem is the unemployment rate unexpectedly rose 3.8%. And a lot of people are wondering, how is it that more jobs can be created, and at the same time, the unemployment rate increases. The reason is, bro, is because a lot of people, once they've been unemployed for so long, they're no longer considered to be a part of the unemployment number. A lot of those people are like considered to be retired. A lot of people who just have been going, like, say, 2 years without a job or something like that, they're considered to be retired. I mean, considered to be not unemployed. So
So they're not in any numbers.
what we're finding is, due to higher prices, a lot of people who are actually retired, a lot of people who haven't been working over the past few years due to whatever reason, they're now starting to come back into the job market. And with them coming into the jobs market, they are getting jobs. But from what I think is going on, I think they're getting a lot of lesser paying jobs, something just to make ends meet, to kind of cover, the inflation for them. But what we're also seeing is a lot of people who have been working, who are a part of the employment numbers, they have been getting laid off. So for that reason, we are seeing, for a lot of sectors, the unemployment rate actually increasing. We talked a few weeks ago about certain jobs in like your industry, certain trucking jobs, different industries starting to lay off. So I think we're starting to see conflicting numbers because people being laid off from, like I said, jobs that were considered to be, I guess, consistent, and other people starting to join the market, through like smaller, smaller work avenues just to cover the inflation rate.
And these is a lot of people that's already retired coming back into the workforce.
People who are retired, and also, like I said, I think if they haven't been working for 18 months or something like that, if you know for sure, put it down in the comments. But if you haven't been working for a certain amount of time and you were considered to be unemployed, after a while they don't consider it to be unemployed no more. That's why you get a discrepancy between the unemployment rate and the real unemployment rate, because a lot of people aren't considered to be unemployed by the labor statistics numbers after a while.
Okay, cool.
Like I say, if you lose your job today and you don't get hired for 5 years, they'll consider you to be no longer a part of the labor force anymore. So you wouldn't get counted in unemployment numbers.
And it's probably a few people like that in that situation.
There's probably a lot of people like that, especially coming off of the whole pandemic situation, people being out of their jobs and people not wanting to be at work for different reasons. And now that inflation is here, they feel the need to have to kick in a little bit more.
Crazy, but everybody were rich around. That's around PPP time, man. Where that PPP money go at, man? Where is that?
I guess it went into the retirement, years of retirement. Transition. The reason for all that, I wanted to end with this last Reuters report talking about how the Biden administration definitely wants Americans to go in and get new booster shots. They want to make sure that everybody has one. They want to make sure everybody's on the list. Everybody definitely has it in their system. Apparently there's some new strands. I mean, I think we predicted this a few years ago. There's always going to be new strands. I guess this is the new flu for us. But apparently the new strand is called, from my understanding, Eris and Fornax. So they want everybody to be protected from the Eris and Fornax. It'd be, hey, bro, that's what they shooting for. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
Stay healthy. Just stay healthy, man. Just stay healthy. Try to get on your feet, man. Get on your feet.
I would just say make sure y'all look up the different producers of these shots. Make sure y'all find do all the research to make sure y'all can find out which options would make sense for you. But
it's weird. Hey, this article is weird that it's coming out. That it's coming out right now.
Well, apparently it's coming
what's
out.
happening around the corner? What's happening around the corner? What's happening around the corner in the next year?
We do have elections coming up, but apparently, bro, apparently this has nothing to do with elections. Apparently this has nothing to do with politics. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And
I could go deep into that.
To do with the new outbreak of the Eris and Fornax subvariant. So, like I said, bro, be on the lookout. Make sure y'all stay safe when it comes to that. And if you plan on getting this shot, like I said, just do your research and find out which shot is best for you. I'm gonna leave that at that, bro. because I like America and I like YouTube and I want to stay on here.
I do too, man. I do too.
Did you have any other articles you want to top the end of the video with, bro?
I mean, not really, man. I mean, should I do?
I know you.
So yeah. I was gonna mention that I wasn't gonna speak. I wasn't gonna speak a lot about the Bitboy situation, man. But it's sad. It's sad. Robin White, bro. I read his book. I've probably been watching the show consistently for the past 3.5, 4 years, probably. It's crazy, bro. Like, bro, he just right up the street.
That's crazy.
Like, right, bro. He right there. He right there. Like right. I be working. I be driving past the man office like every day.
That's crazy, bro. I really ain't gonna really follow the Bitboy situation like that.
But basically, but this is crazy. So apparently he didn't own the company. So
he was just a face.
Yeah, so it's like Bitboy Crypto fired Bitboy, but he started the company though, which is crazy. So maybe they had shares of the company or something like that, and maybe somebody else owned more shares than being Bitboy. Like, bro, that's weird, bro. How does that happen?
You remember Dave Chappelle in the Chappelle Show?
Yeah.
Something else, bro.
You know what I'm saying, bro? And the first time I heard that, I was like, how can like, because I still watch the channel, man. I still watch the channel just for the information. But, bro, Ben, he's been calling this market to a T, man. Like the whole time, like he warned people about FTX. He caught the bottom in November. That's where I got the bottom of November bottom from, man. Just like, okay, that was the bottom in November, which it was. So it's, bro, that's what I'm gonna miss. That information, because he's been calling these crypto markets to the T, man.
And maybe he can do like Chappelle did and just come out with another platform.
And if he do that, and if he does that, bro, he has like a cult like following, man. You know what I'm saying? So if he does that, and he has Ben is his own crypto, so he has his own crypto. That's what Ben coin. He has Ben coin.
And I don't know if it's actually like a drug situation, if that's made up. But if that is a situation, and if he can go over that, it's not made up.
So he was taking testosterone. You know, you take testosterone, then you go to work out. Yeah, he was taking steroids.
So my thing is, if everything is on the clearing up and up, you know what I'm saying? It just seemed like for his sake and his reputation, it'd be better to just get a trainer instead of doing that. So you know what I'm saying? If he was to get a trainer.
So, but what if the trainer was like, hey, this ain't, this not bad. It's not bad to take. It's just a steroid, and I see where you're coming from.
And if that's the case, bro, he can flip this into a whole narrative, and the people he's working with could have potentially shot themselves in the foot if that's the case, because he can recreate this all over again, and they'll just be. I mean, they'll have what's there now, but he can just recreate it, and there wouldn't be no value to what they're doing no more because he's the follower.
Yeah. I mean, bro, he's the face, and he's the face of it, and it's hard to watch a Bitboy crypto show without Bitboy. I mean, bro, you can see it in the daily shows when the daily shows I watching every day. The days that he's there, the numbers are insane. But then when somebody's filling in for him or so,
it's kind of it's the same thing that happened on what was the thing with DJ Academics and Joe Budden.
I know. I forgot, but I know what you're talking about.
When they didn't have Joe Budden on there, they didn't do well. And when he created his own show afterwards, you know what I'm saying, it went crazy. Because you remember, if I'm not mistaken, they fired Joe Budden. Remember?
Yeah.
They got rid of him, and it went crazy. He went crazy on his own show after. So hey.
Yeah, man. So it's I think. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people think that, as soon as he gets his act, because, bro, there's some other things that happen. like
I said,
that I don't want to get in. You know, I don't want to get into.
I feel like we just need to give it some time, and probably about maybe a week or two, maybe even a month. Who knows? We probably have some follow up videos on the
Hey,
channel.
but hold on, before we go, I just want to show everybody something real quick. This is the. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
This the Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin chart on Coin Market Cap. So
like Shiba.
Bro, you see this, man? Look at this. Look at the thing. It's spiked. It's spiked. Then it's
I would
just.
say this: if y'all want to hear more on Bitcoin and all that good stuff, definitely put a 5 down below in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because bro, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if any of y'all are betting people, you know what I mean? Because like I said, man, he had, as far as America goes, he is number one as far as followers here in America, and when it goes to crypto. So if you believe he's going to bounce back from this and come back, because he did announce his show is going to be under Bitcoin. So
there you go.
Name of his show is going to be Bitcoin. So here's Bitcoin right here. I mean, look at this right here.
There you
Look
go.
at this. So, you know, if you're a betting person, you know, look where you could potentially be buying that, you know, once he gets himself straight, comes back and all like that. So I'm not, you know, that's not financial advice and all, but that's something that I've been thinking about, you know. I've been thinking, you know, it's something to think about, you know, as an investor / trader. You know, it's something to think about.
Since we on trading and you know prices, I know earlier also you mentioned something about Quant.
Here you
Not
go.
you mentioned something about Quant being on your radar, and I wanted to
what
was on there.
Bro, let me show you. Let me show you. Look at this, bro. Quant is at $96, bro. Look at, bro. Yes, and it's
Can you zoom out to the 1 year?
Can I zoom out to the 1 year? Let's see. 1 year. That's the 1 year chart, bro. Look at that. Look at that.
So I see it's a lot of resistance at the level that it's at right now.
That is at right now. That is at right now. Because I mean, bro, whenever Quant. So let's see. This is the all-time chart right here. So this is during the bull market. So let's see. The high has gotten was about 366. Bro, this is a 5 big. This is a 5 big.
Can you mind putting your arrow back on that line you just had it on?
Which one? This one?
A little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit, up a little bit. And can you drag it? Go down, 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 down. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Right up in there, right there. If you go to the right and left, you see there's a bit of resistance right up in that area, bro.
Right here.
Really right. Go down just a little bit.
Right there.
Right
up in here. So that's about
right there.
About 103.
Yep.
About 103.
Where it is now.
Yeah. So about $96. So I know when Quant gets below $100, that's a big deal, man. So I'm definitely
not financial advice.
Not financial advice and all, but I will, you know, I will say that Quant is one of my favorite cryptos to accumulate. You want to know, bro? I'm gonna tell you something. Not even mentioning its utility, you know, with Bank of International Settlements and all like that. This is why right here. Look at this. You see this right here? See that right there? Look at that. Max supply. Total supply. 14,881,360.
It's all out.
Total, all of it is out. And look at the small supply. This supply is shorter than Bitcoin. This supply is shorter than Ethereum. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm looking at coins, bro, I definitely look at the utility, but almost even more than utility, I look at tokenomics, bro. Because if you got a coin, for example, this is Quant, right? So check this out. Let's go to optimism. This is a layer 2. Remember we talking about layer 2s on Ethereum to help scale faster. Optimism is one of them. WorldCoin is running on optimism. So optimism is, you know, it's a solid layer 2 play for your portfolio. However, bro, the total supply, let's see, hold on. Total supply is 4,294,900. Hold on. 4,294,967,296. That's the total, and that's the max supply, right? So check this out. Check this out. Hold on, let me pull up Optimism. So billion. All right, yeah. So let's just say 4.2. Let's just say 4.2 billion. Like the whole, like the max supply, like the whole supply of Optimism is 4.2 billion, right? Guess what the circulating supply is? 798 million, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So you got, you see what I'm saying? So like, that's horrible inflation. So you got 4.2 billion coins in total, and the circulating supply. So the circulating supply is how much is in circulation right now.
I'm saying, so why wouldn't that go to zero? That's trash, like a trash coin.
What you mean?
Optimism.
Oh no, come on, no, this is the full chart right here. Oh no, chart. The Optimism ain't it's not, it ain't one of them shit coins, man. It's a
I'm saying
layer.
if inflation on it like that, bro, that seems terrible.
It does, bro. It does, but like when you look at what Optimism is doing, Coinbase has a layer 2, right? Called Base. They built that on top of the Optimism stack.
Yeah, bro. I think
You see what I'm saying?
At this point, you starting to. We almost at that hour mark, and you starting to go over my head.
Yeah,
Bro.
yeah. I know. Well, I'll get into. I'm gonna make a tokenomics video. That's perfect. I'm gonna do a tokenomics video so I can explain this to y'all. But when you have a max supply of 4.2 billion and you have a circulating supply of 798 million, I stay away from that. I'm sorry, I
That's
do.
what I'm saying. I was saying like it ain't a move for me.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. However, there's a lot going on Optimism, and a whole lot. So, but we'll get into that. We'll get into that different day. I know I'm getting off topic, y'all.
All right, bro.
So,
That's all the topics. Seem like
yeah, man.
guess we
Appreciate
got a
y'all.
lot of stuff coming. For everybody who's watching, appreciate y'all for watching to the end.
Yep.
For the last giveaway, I think we still didn't have anybody.
Ain't nobody watching it. Hey, it's still up. The first person to comment a 36 in the comments, I'll send them 25 XRP on this video.
So if y'all watch it to the end, you basically
get to the
money.
end.
You comment 26 in the video. Was it 26 or 36?
25.
25
XRP coins. I'll send you 25 XRP coins if you just comment a 36
comment
in the
36 in the chat.
Just 36. Oh, that's all you got to do. Let's see if somebody do it.
Make sure y'all check in the description section below. If y'all looking to invest, we got all our links and all our stuff down there. Make sure y'all checking out the channel. We got a lot more to come.
Bom dia.
There's some crypto on the other end. I'm Mike, and we out.
Bom dia.
Off like I'm dodging the set. The how I'm putting the racks in the sack when I'm stacking the cheese. I'm dodging the wrecks. I push this car to the max. You are not talking about cash. Away from the broke shit, I'm doing the dead. I was broke with fuck dirty.